It's a tag team championship match! And this is a very special match because James Farrell could very well be the first person to win all 3 available championships in WrestleForce. That's right, if he wins this match with his partner, he will become the first ever WrestleForce Triple Crown winner. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challengers, the team of Alexander Moore and the WrestleForce Undisputed Champion, James Farrell!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to WrestleForce TV and to this very special Tag Team Championship match. The belts that James Farrell holds, the Undisputed Champion, those belts are not on the line in this contest. It's going to be Westside Heat's Tag Team Championship belts that are on the line. But as Giovanni Butterscotch said, James Farrell does indeed have the opportunity to become the first ever triple champion. The first male competitor to hold all 3 championships that the men can hold here at WrestleForce. It was Smashing Mike who had that very same opportunity at the last live event in Newmarket. Oh, excuse me, the second to last live event in Newmarket. But now, the shoe is on the other foot. It is James Farrell's chance to win the Tag Team Championships from Westside Heat. And he has a very good chance of doing so because it was the last time we saw this contest, it was the Supreme Athletes, James Farrell and Alexander Moore, who were victorious. This was back in Hullbridge, January of this year. The Olympian James Farrell in the black jacket and his partner.
And introducing their opponents, the reigning, defending WrestleForce Tag Team Champions, James Toner and Smashing Mike, Westside Heat!
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors.
Theatre and against Brad O'Brien and Ollie Peace at the Parrington Sports Club in Harlow as the adorable Danny Haynes takes the Tag Team Championships from Martin Raymondson. Danny Haynes, he will be in action later, or from your perspective in a future video, in tonight's Battle Royal, where the winner will get a match of their choosing. It's been called the Winner's Choice Wickford Rumble. But right now we've got a Tag Team Championship match. So we've got Smashing Mike starting up with James Farrell.
There's only one Smashing Mike, and there's levels to this. as he says every day, when Smashing Mike steps in the ring, things get real. This man is charisma and passion personified. The man does not have an off switch, and I can tell you that as someone who is a regular riding partner of him. The Smashing Mike you see in the ring is the Smashing Mike that screams down the motorway on the way home from these shows. He is all go, and now he is taking it to James Farel. Front face lock applied, grounds James Farel.
And as a follower on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, I can also confirm there is no off switch. It's always go, it's always making people proud, which indeed he does. And nice roll out of the backhammer to switch it up.
This is a man who wants to be the best and will not sleep until he is. And in the meantime, he's letting you know exactly what he's doing, how far he is on his journey, and how he is leveling up every day.
And making us proud. Good exchange there, good opening exchange. Neither man having a distinct advantage. Trading backhammers. James Farel with the side headlock now to the corner.
James Turner on the apron, keeping a watchful eye. Alexander Moore looking, I'd say, somewhere between disinterested and a bit pessimistic. I got some bad vibes off them during their entrance.
Yes, I think there's dissension in the ranks. I'm not sure if they're on the same page. James Farel, I know, has been keenly trying to turn over a new leaf. He very much regrets how he treated Danny Hayes, who's sat at the match table right now. What an up and over, both men each with incredible up and overs, the height and distance each man got. And both men following up with drags, I mean, so evenly matched. And we're still at a relative stalemate here. I can't say that either man has the advantage. Very evenly matched athletes. They're both champions at WrestleForce here for a reason. James Farel, the undisputed champion. Smashing Mike, one half of the tag team champions. Yeah, look, Gio, you mentioned the dissension in the ranks, and look at that. Alexander Moore, not impressed of that sportsmanship shown from his partner, James Farel.
He doesn't even want to get in this match. James Farel offered it to him, and he said, no, come on, you've got this. And this Wickford crowd are accusing him of being paltry, and I think they might be correct.
I can't. He doesn't look particularly scared. He just looks incredibly arrogant.
We have seen much more sportsmanship from James Farel in recent weeks. After a fantastic match against Remy Adetunji in Harlow, he extended the hand after the match.
Yes, I'm happy to see it. Smashing Mike. A questionable use of the ropes there. Most referees let that go. It's not a sustained enough grabbing of the rope to cause a break.
Smashing Mike is not going to let James Farel get away with that easily. He's going to make a fight out of it, which James Farel does, and flips him out. Almost wrenched his arm out of his socket.
Indeed. Okay, who's going to be first to tag? Not by choice, because James Farel would have tagged had it not been for his partner's refusal to tag himself in. But I'm curious who's going to tag out first. Smashing Mike got the worst of that exchange, having his arm wrenched. But just as quickly, I think managing to get a key lock there. Or is he? James is holding on. Nice. He had to work for it, but he got it. Smashing Mike with a wrist lever. Oh, it's back to the corner again. Oh, but with a drag this time, but Mike holds on. Very impressive wrestling from him.
This has got to be frustrating the WrestleForce undisputed champion.
Well, I think he's taking it in his stride. I disagree with you, Gio. I think James Farel is he's staying persistent. Yeah, the James Farel of old. Oh, look at that. He got out of it right into a Mahi struck cradle.
It's tight, but not tight enough.
See, I disagree. I don't think James Farel is getting frustrated. He kept his cool. He stayed at it. Mike didn't make that release easy. He was holding on to that wrist lever, but James Farel worked for it, got the better of it, and more sportsmanship. Gone are the days when James Farel would boss his accomplice around to go get him the chalk. Gone is the chalk, I'm happy to say, because James Farel's always been a fine athlete, and it's refreshing. It's a good thing to see that now he's attempting to go hold for hold, move for move, instead of resorting to such cheap tactics. And being a total arsehole as well.
I couldn't have said it better myself, and now the two freshmen enter the match.
Wow.
Or do they? Alexander Moore, what is going on here? This is not an effective tag team.
Does he want to win the tag team championships? Does he want to get paid for tonight? I mean, you have to work for it. And he's having none of it. He wants his partner to do all the work. Oh, now the James Farrell evolved would have been indignant at something much less, but now this James Farrell working with a total ridiculous, uncooperative partner, and he's taking it in his stride. And
if Alexander Moore carries this on, James Farrell is essentially going to have to wrestle a handicap match.
Indeed.
And I mean...
And as good as James Farrell is, I don't think he's good enough to beat Westside Heat on his own. Alexander Moore had better get his head out of his rear end and into this match properly if they're to win the tag team championships.
I was just about to say, defeating James Toner or Smashing Mike in a one-on-one match would be difficult enough, but the both of them, forget about it.
And James Farrell didn't go down with one strike, but the second did take him down. James Toner dive rolling through. Look at that springboard back elbow.
And all the while, with words of encouragement being shouted from the apron by Smashing Mike. Everyone needs a Smashing Mike in their life.
I agree, or follow him on social media.
And grab his merch. He's one of the few wrestlers out there with a white t-shirt available for sale. We need more.
It's a good shirt. It's a really good shirt.
James Farrell showing off some of that fantastic athleticism. Big drop kick.
Last time James Toner was able to dive through the legs, but James Farrell instead of backward rolling and attempting the reverse monkey climb, he did a drop kick, and that was right on the button this time. Oh! Was that a tag? Smashing Mike, that was a very rough tag. But it got him in the match, and it has given Westside Heat the advantage. Oh, nice snap there, followed by a back senton.
Almost a variation on John Cena's throwback maneuver from years 2004 to 2006.
Indeed, but John Cena would do that when his opponent was on their feet. The seated variation Smashing Mike did. What Smashing Mike did came first, and what John Cena did came later. Clothesline. We said we didn't think James Farrell could beat Westside Heat on his own, but he's proven it's wrong. Look at this. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
James Farrell could win this match on his own. Oh, and now he wants in the match once all the hard work's been done.
Wow, I can't believe this guy. Well, finally, at least, he's made us wait. How long has this match gone on? But finally, we've got Alexander Moore in it. Okay, fair play to him. But this is off the back of all James Farrell's work.
Well, at least now, James Farrell, for the first time in this match, has a chance to catch his breath and take some rest on the apron.
Indeed. Does he need it? Debatably. The guy is a freak athlete. The guy trains, pushes himself.
Very true. He does have that Olympic pedigree.
So he's breathing a little heavy now, but I honestly think he could have just kept going.
I think most of all, he's just going to keep an eye on Alexander Moore because I think he realises now he can't really trust him.
Indeed. Well, Alexander Moore could just win the match right now and they'd be tag team champions. That's going to be quite an interesting drama. I wonder if we'll see some therapy sessions between them. They'll have to do something because they can't continue like this, surely.
Yeah, this is incredibly dysfunctional. Do you think winning the tag team championships would bring them closer together, maybe rekindle some of that old teamwork?
It's happened. I've seen it happen before in wrestling. And Alexander Moore now, since he's been tagged in, he's looked impressive. Vicious back elbow he just took Smashing Mike off his feet with. And look at Smashing Mike, he's out of it. Now it's all Alexander Moore. It wasn't pretty, but he just threw Smashing Mike into the rope. And it was... Well, Alexander Moore asking who called it a chip. Apparently everyone in this hall did. And a drop kick to the side of Smashing Mike's face.
James Toner visibly concerned for his partner.
And rightfully so. It's been all Alexander Moore since he tagged himself into this match. Oh, I say that, but Smashing Mike... No, just as I thought Smashing Mike was going to get out of that, the club to the back shuts him down. And a send off the ropes. Back, body drop.
Almost launched him out the ring via the bottom rope.
And a double bicep pose. This is wrestling, not bodybuilding.
Well, Alexander Moore, very confident. He thinks he's about to become one half of the new tag team champions within the next minute. But Smashing Mike says no, defiantly fights out. Shots to the body. Alexander Moore answers with a body shot of his own and just grounding and pounding.
Indeed, a knee to the gut was the end of nice gator roll.
Fantastic strategy, rolling them towards his corner, keeping him away. I was going to say keeping him away from James Toner, but with that suplex, he's launched him back into the corner. You need to be aiming for neutral corners in a tag team match.
Neutral to your own corner. Well, easy to criticise when you're out on watching it from afar. When you're in there with someone who's constantly fighting back against you, from experience, it's much harder to implement.
That is true. You can get turned around, you lose your coordination, lose your orientation.
But just as we were complimenting, Smashing Mike switched that, drove Alexander's head into the buckle, and now he might have a chance to finally tag out that much-needed tag. But just as we praised Alexander Moore for that gator roll, he went and suplexed Mike right back to tag. And now, wrist lock. James Toner enters the ring with a club to that extended arm and a body slam. And could it be the
and a drop? Big knee drop.
I'm wondering if we'll see that standing star press. It's a very impressive standing star press that James Toner has. And now Westside Heat have turned this match around in their favour. Alexander Moore not looking so cocky and arrogant now, is he? Oh, this could be that sling blade. No, it's not. It's because there's a release. They'll often do that atomic drop or Manhattan drop. Answers in the comment section what it is, if it's at the front and if it's at
I believe from the front it's a reverse atomic drop.
Ah, okay. Well, normally Westside Heat, it's the reverse atomic drop straight into a sling blade with the reverse atomic drop maintained. Smashing Mike with a snap suplex there. But Westside Heat didn't attempt it there. Oh, but could it be the standing? Didn't get much of that. Not surprisingly, Alexander Moore kicked out. James Toner normally connects with that very solidly. Just as well for Alexander's sake that he didn't on that occasion, because he's been at the mercy of Westside Heat since the tag's been made to James Toner.
And Westside Heat are proving to be the more effective tag team. They're on the same page, they're making more frequent tags.
Good corner posting, not into James Farrell. What you were saying about neutral corners, Smashing Mike implementing. That's been 2 back elbows, and could it be a third? It is.
And that is the non-stop nature of Smashing Mike I mentioned earlier, on full display here. But
he's tripped him. Alexander Moore's in a seated position. Could it be? I was going to say, would he do a Bronco Buster? I'm glad he didn't. But for Smashing Mike's sake, he didn't end up much worse off. He went for a knee strike and kneed the corner post. Tag made to both the Jameses. It's James Toner and James Farrell. James Toner got the first clothesline successfully.
There's that sling blade. James Toner coming in like a house on fire. James Farrell answers with a shoulder block. Rolls over James Toner.
Oh, look at that finesse. Re-enters the ring, went for that scissor kick. James Toner wise to it. Oh, but just James Farrell exploded at the corner with the drop kick. Good back and forth. I think both these Jameses have done their homework on one another. James Toner, it looked like, knew that scissor kick was coming. Olympic slam! Olympic slam! That's the first bit of cohesion I've seen all match. Alexander Moore just saved James Farrell.
Oh no, things have broken down completely between James Farrell and Alexander Moore.
Trouble in Tonerville! And could it be the pounce? Could it be? No, it's his diving forearm.
Punch. And that's it! Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners and still WrestleForce Tag Team Champions, Westside Heat!
Well, a great effort from all 4 contestants. I think James Farrell, I'd like to see another shot. James Farrell get another shot at the Tag Team Championships with a tag team partner he's more in cohesion with. And you know what? Same applies for Alexander Moore. I think Alexander Moore, if he was with a tag team partner he wasn't bickering with, I'd be curious to see how he'd do against Westside Heat. Well, I think we've seen the end of the Supreme Athletes here. I can't imagine how these two could team again. Oh, and now it's over. It's done. Forget about it. And if there was any doubt that the Supreme Athletes hadn't come to an end, Alexander Moore just ended it right there with that DDT. My goodness me. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, like the video and leave a comment, and we'll see you tomorrow for another WrestleForce upload. Don't forget, yo, we have a battle royal later tonight, and James Farrell is still the undisputed champion.